So, um, this is gonna be coming out at the same time as Astral Chain's third act, and I'm fine with that. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I want a short LP that I can do for you guys to enjoy. Welcome to Mario Sport Mix, a very fun game I used to play when I was younger with my brother, where the whole premise of this is that there are 4 sports in this game, and we're just trying to beat the tournament mode on each one, just trying to get to the best one. The 4 sports are as you saw, volleyball, dodgeball. Now we're at hockey, and the final sport is good old b-ball. Those are the 4 sports we have to go through, and literally we're just going to be going through the tournament mode, get to the end. This is not going to be a completionist style, because though I would love to do completionist style, it requires me to do a lot, and I mean a lot of b-roll footage to do. So if you guys actually do want a completionist like style for like the remaining part of Mario Sport Mix, where we're going to unlock everything else in the game and the final part about this game, I don't know, like if we get like 200 likes on this video, then I'll do it. It's not that bad. I actually had to do a lot of research for that, but I thought I had to go for like a good old like bullshit of do the thing multiple times. But other than that, no. But yeah, today we're just gonna be going through basketball, just the first thing of basketball, and each sport has their own tournament mode. Tournament mode is very simple, where you have to just get to the end and pretty much it. In each sport, where I'm actually going to be going through each of the 4 things, and it's going to be more of a longer episode. So there are 4 different types of I was gonna say roles, but yeah, there are 4 roles in this game, or in this game that characters fall into. There's an all-rounder, which self-explanatory. They're good in everything. They're like a jack of all trades, master of none. Some have more than others in different points, but that's fine. Technical, they're all based on technical stuff, so they can like curve balls better. They can do other stuff a lot more easier than some other characters, and it's really cool. Some have more power than the others. Some have just basic stats. Power characters have more power behind their moves, so in basketball, they can like charge people better, they can steal balls better, they can dunk better too, that they won't get stopped by them. It's stuff like that. Some have more speed than others, and some have more tech. And the last one is speed characters. Speed characters can move across the board much more easier, can retrieve balls, and if anything, they're just better to be in the ground at all times, but at the cost of their power, because, well, with speed comes fragility. And so I have more speed than others, and some are just well-rounded. For basketball, I'm just gonna go for an all-rounder team of Mario, Luigi, who is more technical of the all-round trio, and Yoshi, who is the more speedful of the technical trio. All these 3 have their own supers, which I'll explain later, and all of them have their own set of like moves they can do. But for now, we're just gonna be doing Mushroom Cup. Very simple, and the story for this game, yes, this game does have a story, is very stupid, but makes sense. One day in the Mushroom Kingdom. The entire sky fell over and a meteor came crashing down to Earth. Multi-crystal! Oh shit, I can move a lot in Dokapon! So yeah, the total of 4 different colors, find 4 different crystals with sports equipment in them. 1 for each of the things. So, Toad gets the idea from the basketball red crystal that we should host a basketball tournament, and whoever wins it gets that cool trophy. That's pretty much how this game is. Low Poly Birdo. But yeah, this is just how it's gonna work and all that. It's very fun. I enjoy this game a lot. And if anything, this game is pretty short. This is like one of the short games I used to play all the time, and I always love like completing this game is not that fun, not too fun, but like I always love like if I have a file that I never just go for completion, I always go for beating. I always just reset it just to beat all the sports again because they're fun. You can replay the things again, but there's a reason why I usually don't. But that's like not until way later. But anyway, this is just like a top, a single elimination top 8. So basically, if we lose now, we're foobarred. But that's it. And actually, one little thing about this game is I actually had a physical copy of this game that sadly is no longer with us because, well, it still works, but every time I go to the tutorials for this game, I don't know why, but the game always crashes. And it makes no sense. It's probably because my Wii gave my disc a lot of laser scratches. But every time I get to the tutorial, my disc always crashes. So every time I have to restart these things, I just have to mash through the text or just skip it. It's funny. I'm playing this off like the Wii U's Virtual Console for the Wii, and sadly, rest in peace, this Wii and 3D or Wii U and 3DS in April because online connectivity is done. But basketball, they got the basic rules. If you know how to play basketball like in real life, or played any basketball game in the times you've been playing Mario games, this game is not. This game is different from Mario 3-on-3 Hoops, which it's a good game. But yeah, this is different from Mario 3-on-3 Hoop. Instead of like using the stylus to move across and dribble, you can use the you're using your Wii remote to move. Also, basically, this game can be played in 2 different control styles. I am playing on the sideways Wii remote and nunchuck because I prefer that. If you want, you can play with Wiimote nunchuck, and that is up to you as well. But the only caveat between Wiimote and nunchuck is that you have to actually jump with swinging the Wii remote upwards instead of like a conventional jump with a button. And it's pretty simple, but yeah, just get to the end. I'll explain everything else that's going on. If you just read it and paused it, well, good for you. But the other ones, this is just like a simple thing to do. You swap characters with the B button. You use items with A. You use a special move with 1 and 2. Jump with 2. You can shoot again with 2. 1 to pass. If you're on defensive, you press 2 to jump, and if you want to block a dunk, you press 2 again. Very simple. There's more stuff that'll happen on the line here as well. The Mushroom Cup in general is it's systematic on how it works. The first stage is always Mario Stadium, and it's basically like the final destination for this game. It is simple, no gimmicks, and in tournament mode, there is no items. Yes, items are a thing in this game, but when you start up this game, there is no items that spawn in for Mario Stadium. But if you play it on your own time, there is going to be items. So do be careful of that. Really immediate? All right. Basically, how this is going to work is we're going to be going through the entire cups for each of the sports. Probably each cup is going to be its own thing. Probably split it up if it takes too long. But I know I'm going to be recording each of these things as a recording and all that. Basically, you just have to, well, get the ball in the hoop. As I said, if any of you guys have actually played sports from growing up, you already know what basketball is. Either you have an affinity to it, you love it, or you goddamn hate it because you got picked last every time. But whatever your affinity to basketball is a simple thing. Other than that, you just need to take the ball to the end, shoot the hoop, and you'll be fine. Basically, if you want to get the court faster, you can just double tap where you're going, and your character will dash a bit. The only reason why I'm doing a lot of threes and just shooting in general is because there's a thing called the ace shot. The ace shot increases, or not increases. If you press the shoot button at the apex of your jump, the ball will get like a rainbow glow on it, and that rainbow glow will make the ball go in automatically. Unless the opposing players block it, there is no way that ball will be stopped, and it's pretty funny. It's like a very simple timing thing to do, but other than that, it's just pretty simple. If you press both buttons together, you can just make a special, and the special is all based on the character's ability and what their role is. This Mario's like more of an all-rounder. He just has a fireball special that goes into. Every character has a super, and I will try to show every super in the game based on the sport that they're in. Basically, nothing changes about the super. Yeah, nothing changes about the super, but other than like the sport that they're in. We're just here in basketball for like 2 minutes 30, and then trying to make as much points as we can. Nothing I can say about basketball because, well, what do you call it? It's just basketball in a Mario game. But I am recording this just for like some content in between Astral Chain and the other LP that is coming up after the second Astral Chain video. So, as I said, it's a very short LP, but I want something to come out in the middle between Astral Chain and Act 3. Though, at this point, I haven't recorded it yet, funnily enough. This is like the second video of the week, I think. Yeah, it probably has to be like the second video of the week, or anything. And, I haven't recorded it yet. And if I do something different within my mic setup and all that, I have my mic in a weird way compared to like how I used to record. Compared to how I used to record, I have my microphone in a different way, which I do like because it makes it record much easier. But I have to have my laptop facing me, and it's easier to see what I'm doing. Luigi's is more of a vacuum suckage. That he has the poltergust. He tries to get everyone in his range, and if you keep them there for a while, they will slip. Once they slip, you can just shoot it, or if you know that they're not gonna do anything about it and run away, you can press the 2 button immediately to shoot. Excuse me. Yoshi is more of a speedy type, so you can like move across the board a lot more easier. And his super, though I do love it, it's one of the more easier ones to circumnavigate. So, and what I mean by that is, in multiplayer, and if you're playing this with other people, you can coordinate what to do, and you will get it easier. This game is up to 4 players, and if you're doing just 3 people, you can do 3 people on one team against a full team of 3 CPUs. But if you have 4 people, you can do 2v2s, and the 2v2 aspect makes the whole gimmick of Yoshi Super kind of obsolete. So yeah, we're just trying to get through the rest of this. Actually, I'll also say this as well. Though I would love to go through the hardest difficulty of this game for the tournament mode, you don't get that immediately when you start up a fresh file. You basically have to go through the tournament once to unlock hard mode, and I'd rather just not do that because every time I want to play the game and record, it spoils the fun for something later on in the game. Also, that was Yoshi's super. Basically, he splits the ball into 2, into an illusion ball and an illusion ball and a actual ball. If the opponent stops the illusion ball, they get nothing, and the real ball will go to the court. But if they stop the real ball, the super ends. So you see what I mean by with 2 people, you could just stop it immediately. Anyway, second quarter, same as the first, or second period, same as the first. We're just gonna be going through the rest of this. Other than that, there's other moves you can do, other than just shooting 3-pointers for the most points. You can dunk in the ball, which is very simple. You just keep running towards the basket. Once you pass the 3-point line, you can like dunk as far as the free throw line, which is very funny. You can also just do simple 2-pointers if you know that you're not gonna get it. That as well. You can also do a combo. A combo is basically where if you have the ball, you can order your other 2 people to. You can order like your other 2 CPU compadres to go up, and once one of them is in position to dunk, you could pass the ball to them, and they'll dunk for you. Very simple teamwork for the CPU and all that. And all that. Other stuff goes to items, and those are not going to be shown until like... Yeah, those are not going to be shown until like way later because items are not going to spawn during Mario Stadium, so do be careful of that. Other than that, one of the other things about this game that I do love is the CPU is actually sometimes competent and will do what they want to do. So if you give the CPU the ball, they will try to go for points, they'll try to go for steals and all that. And sometimes they'll get into the right positions to actually gain points, gain the ball, gain items, and gain coins, which is some other things in this game. The CPU is not useless, but it only like depends on what difficulty you're on. If they're on normal, then you're kind of foobarred. Like yeah, if you're on like normal, you're kind of foobarred because it is like a normal difficulty CPU compared to like going hard with a hard computer. So do keep that in mind if you want to do something like that, but don't think that just because you're playing with CPUs, they can't do anything. Sometimes I actually had the CPU get a really good score for me once and really saved me in a couple times. That said, the CPU is kind of really programmed in this one, which I do like. Okay, block that shot. Other thing on offense you can do is that, though the shot clock in basketball is cool, you can keep holding the ball forever. And one of the funniest things is that you can actually play this game in free play mode, and you can change the rules to anything you want. And I would recommend to not get rid of the shot clock rule in any game because you could just hoard the ball forever and not give your opponent a chance to play. Nice. Other than that, more of the simpler things of just trying to get through basketball. I will say this though, how I got Mario Sport Mates in general is that I bought this game on a whim because I wanted like another game to play. I loved Mario Kart. You guys already know my affinity towards Mario Party, and though I don't play that often, what was the other one? Mario and Sonic was another thing I remember playing with a friend of mine when they had it on their Wii, and all that. Especially one of the other games I really love, and I'm just holding on to that idea for one day, just to play at least one board with some of the people I play with all the time, is Fortune Street. I love Fortune Street to death as well. So I ordered like another like party-esque game to play, but something like if I want to play by myself, I can just go ahead and do. Other than that, is more simpler of I got this. Me and my brother actually beat this game in a not a weekend-esque, but we had a lot of fun with this, and we also have like stories of some boards that we love to death, and just always try to see if we can beat our records on some boards. As you can see, it's just like a total curb stomp because like we're fighting CPUs and not an actual opponent who can play the game. And I was like, I was hoping like I can get a hard mode immediately in, but that's what the cookie crumbles, man. So we just have to keep on going like that. Other than that, we're just almost done with the second quarter of this. So we just need to finish it. Oh my god, if that made it in, that would have been funny. Yeah, with that, the first round of good old basketball is done. $54-36. It's pretty simple. As I said, it's a pretty simple game. You just gotta get points and score hoops. And as you can see, there's like other people on the board as well. You get to see the tournament going on, and you get to see who is on the board. You can also skip these if you do not want to see them like go through the animation, which is good.